Excuse me. Hi, we're here. I find it weird how on YouTube I say everything but hey, but it just doesn't really fit the YouTube vibe. I just woke up. It's 10:11 in the morning now, and I'm really tired. But I wanted to talk to you all things content creating in this video, so we're just going to touch base on that. I'm sorry for the bad angle. I'm at my mom's house. I spent the night with Bailey, and I didn't bring much of anything to wear, so I know the outfit doesn't fit the video, but yeah. I'm gonna fix my angle one more time, and then we're gonna get on with the video. It's 11:11 a.m. And I decided to do a talking video today. All my videos are talking videos. What am I talking about? I don't know. In the early ages of Sev being very sleepy all the time and sleeping all the time, in the midst of that, I had wrote 17 pages of a ebook, and I wanted it to have about 40. I know nothing about ebooks. I know nothing about what's supposed to be in them. I don't know anything about it, but I just wanted to share information that I felt like was useful and helpful for you. I also applied it to myself that I've never bought an ebook, and I am also a visual learner, even if you're just talking. But we're gonna go over it. Becoming a content creator with Kim. I would like to start out by saying that I am not subject to just one niche, and I only say that because I don't focus on one niche most of the time. My content is in between mom life, fashion, beauty, lifestyle. So I kind of dip my toes in whatever I feel like doing that day. First and foremost, the first thing you should do is find a niche. And a lot of people don't know their niche, and that's fine and okay. And how I feel like you should go about that is just test the waters with anything. Niches can be also found through hobbies. If you find a hobby that you like, you can turn that into your niche. I know there's a big debate about how turning your hobbies into work makes them not fun. And you're not necessarily doing that. You're just sharing it with the world. And eventually you can monetize off of it, and you can make money off of it. I feel like a teacher. I feel like a teacher right now. Okay, so say you love knitting and you finally decide to make knitting content. It blows up. You're doing great with that, but you realize that you don't really want to use this as your niche and monetize off of it. It's a good thing that you have a base and a following now, even though most of them probably are knitters interested in knitting. You can slowly change your niche by just tossing in videos every so often until you can fully get where you were with the engagement that you want. Does that make sense? For the longest, I did one style of video, which was get dressed with me. I did one every day when I was working a job. Slowly, on days that I was off, I decided to start doing hair videos, meaning I would curl my hair and uncurl it with you, or I would just style my hair or anything pertaining to hair. And I did that like once a week because that was my off day. People then started asking for more hair content videos, and then that's kind of how I mix my followings to appreciate almost a lot of what I post and get interested in other things that I can make content in. I don't recommend you picking a niche and you building a following off of that and then completely cutting that off and deciding to just go a whole different route. I feel like you will lose a lot of your engagement, lose a lot of your followers, lose a lot of your base that you built. So starting off slowly, if you want to change your niche, is the best way to do it. You can ask your followers what they want from you, which I also think is really good. I haven't even gotten to the actual damn thing yet. I'm already rambling. In this guide, I will let you know everything I remember on how I became an influencer and any additional tips I wish I would have known in the process. Embrace the world around you and let it shape your content. This kind of ties along with the niche thing. So for example, if you go on a trip and you are posting travel content, you are doing photo dumps, you are making top tier travel content. When you get back home and you start deciding to become a content creator and just posting regular content, it won't do as good as from your travel content because people are expecting travel content. Obviously, that's always not the case, but most of the time, if someone watches your video, that video is going to make or break them going to your page, them being interested in you, them wanting to follow you. Meaning whatever is going viral or whatever is touching other people's For You page is very important. And you kind of have to make sure that you are committed to whatever you're posting, because it could just be a viral video, which I am going to talk about. My viral moment started on TikTok. That's how I gained significantly a lot of my followers. You can spend a lot of time editing, you can plan the perfect video out, but most of the time when it comes to going viral, specifically on TikTok right now, the chaotic videos win. It's very, very, very unusual for videos that you've planned to go viral or that you've worked really hard on to go viral for the first time. Usually it's something that's chaotic. It gives people like adrenaline a little bit. It's kind of like a thrill in the video. Those are the ones that TikTok pushes out for millions of people to see. And I'm only saying that because that's what happened to me. I made a TikTok, and I'm gonna say 2020 or 2021, and I basically just did what everybody did then, which was record themselves to trendy sounds. My goal wasn't to go viral on anything. I enjoyed the low following that I did have of 5 followers. One day I decided to record a video of me going on a date, stating that I was going on a date with my high school crush. I was no longer in high school, so obviously that is something that most people would dream of going on or doing, going on a date with someone who you used to go to school with, who you obviously looked up as a crush. What's important about making a video go viral is what you say in the first 5 seconds of that video. Now, right now, TikTok pays you the most through Create a Beta program, meaning your video has to be over a minute, but the video only qualifies for a view, meaning you would get paid from it, or it would keep getting pushed out if people stay longer than 5 seconds on the video. So a lot of the time when you see someone recording a TikTok now, they mention something crazy in the first 5 seconds, or they add a chaotic clip from later in the video at the front of the video so you can stay and watch it. That's usually why. At the time, my first 5 seconds, I didn't know this. It was get dressed with me while I go on a date with my high school crush. Obviously, that's interesting, that's entertaining, that's something that people would invest their time into watching. If I would have knew that, okay, I appreciate it now though. I appreciate it now. Thank you, TikTok, for that. But like, I was like 10 seconds away from being a dating content creator. Like, everyone is gonna make that my niche. And that's why I say what you decide to entertain and what you decide to address plays a huge part in content creating. We'll get back into that. People viewed it. A lot of people wanted to know about the crush. A lot of people wanted to know about the date. And I was not interested in sharing my dating life online. They wanted a story time. They wanted to know what happened after the date. They wanted to know about that person. They wanted to know a lot of questions, but me choosing and picking what I wanted to answer played a part in my following now. I feel like if you have a viral video and people are asking you questions pertaining your outfit, your makeup, your skincare, your hair, about the day, about this, about that, you picking and choosing what you decide to answer plays a part in who will be following you, who will be on your page. Now, at the time, I was getting a lot of questions asking about the date. I answered those questions, but I did not feel right, so I immediately deleted those videos about 2 hours after making them, and I got little to none questions about my outfit. And that's what I decided to pursue. Out of like hundreds of comments, I answered one comment about my outfit, which I furthermore explained, giving outfit details, showing what I wore. Obviously, after a viral video, this is the only video you see on my page, an outfit video. It started to attract people who were looking for fashion content and who were looking for outfit inspo. And although my outfits were trash as hell then, I dodged a bullet by not keeping those videos up, talking about that man, talking about the date. I were to entertain those questions, it was going to be, so when's the next date? when are you going to go on the next date? We want to know more about your dating life. And I'm not for putting my dating life on the internet, so I'm really glad that I decided to pursue the outfit side of it. After I posted the outfit video, a lot of people were in the comments like, oh, what are you gonna wear tomorrow? What's your next outfit? Your outfit is cute or whatever. Outfit was not cute, I'm not even gonna lie, but it turned from asking about a man and dating to about my outfits and what I wear and where I got this from and what I got that from. If you ever have a viral video, don't argue with anybody in a form of a video, first and foremost, because later on in life, they will save that video and use it against your will. In the case of you ever becoming a celebrity and being up there. I've never had that happen to me personally. I don't argue with people, but I recommend you not arguing with people in the form of a video. I know that once you go viral, there's always that one person that pisses you off and you decide to clap back. Just type it. Just type it. Please keep in mind what you address and what you don't address on your page that thousands of people can see plays a big part of who you're gonna attract. Okay? Like, I can't express it enough. I can't express it enough, okay? If in the form that you ever go viral on a video and there are people asking for details, talk about what you want to talk about. Do not address anything that you do not want to ever hear about again, because once you do, and if you do, it'll be brung up forever. After that video went viral, I was expecting a lot of brands to reach out to me pertaining to outfits. Now, I only say that because I said in the video, get ready with me to go on a date with my high school crush. So obviously I'm just looking for my outfit, I'm getting ready, and it was pretty viral. So I'm expecting, you know, brands to be like, hey, next time you go on a date and do this type of content, wear our outfit, and then, you know, we could get a little promo off of you. It did not work like that. I was able to get in the TikTok creator fund. They paid you like 1 cent a video. I'm not kidding. It wasn't about the followers. It was about the connections I was trying to build. I was expected from that point forward from myself to record content, work with brands, and just get paid off of that. My form of payment wanting to be close. I was working with brands, but not the right ones at all. I was getting paid like $150 a video, and I was wearing their clothes, just, you know, promo for them or whatever. Basically, my thought process was, I'm gonna keep getting dressed every day. I'm going to keep recording videos, showing my outfits of the day, and brands will want to reach out to me. People will send me clothes from their brands, and I will get paid to wear people's clothes. So at that time, I worked with a small brand. They paid me $150 for a video. What I mean by working with the wrong brands is it plays a part in your value as a content creator. If you're working with the small brands like I was, fast fashion but smaller brands that have like a lower quality clothes, higher brands that we know and love obviously aren't going to want to work with you because you're working with the cheaper option. So it's kind of like a know your worth type of thing. If you work with higher people, more higher people will track you. If you work with lower fast fashion brands, more lower fast fashion brands will try to work with you. Now, working in general for anybody or with anybody is really cool, but it wasn't clothes that I was really interested in. It wasn't clothes that I really liked. It was just me trying to unofficially build my portfolio, which was the pictures I posted on Instagram. Next thing I want to say is working with the smaller fast fashion brands, I did get paid, but when the larger brands did want to work with me, they wanted it to be gifted, meaning it was free. They just give me clothes and I post a video. I did accept a gifted collaboration with Meshki. Low-key, I'm kind of mad I did. I should have charged them because I spent hours in a parking garage changing in my car for a 10-second video that reached over 1 million views, and I didn't get paid anything. I then looped back around with Meshki to get paid for another collaboration with them, and they were like, no, you're not worth paying. And okay, cool, that's valid, that's fine. But it kind of just felt like, damn, they kind of just threw you under the bus and you did all this hard work for them. So that's why I say know your worth, because although it did help me get more engagements and reach more brands, I spent a lot of work for little to nothing income wise, and that kind of sucked because a video going viral is not guaranteed to get you more income and get you more brand collaborations and get more people to meet you. It's just a video going viral. That's why now when it comes to working with brands, I do charge no matter what, because it's kind of like an investment. Like, okay, yes, it could go down or it could go up, but it is an investment at the end of the day. And if I'm investing my time in something, you're gonna have to invest something more than some free clothes. Cash. Yes. So don't take no gifted collabs. I don't care if you have 5 followers. Anything that you post out is potentially gold, okay? Anything you post is gold. Anything could be potentially extra gold. So don't feel bad for charging people. Now, when it comes to rates and stuff like that, that is something that is not talked about enough in the influencer world, which does suck because a lot of people do not work with management or influencer agencies, so they're kind of lost, not getting paid as much as they could be. Charge them people something, okay? In conclusion, it's going to take time. You are going to feel discouraged at times. That's a part of personal growth, if you didn't know. Excuse me. Building your audience slowly leads to building your ideal audience, your perfect audience, the people that you know and love, that you're excited to talk to, that you love posting for. When you grow extremely fast, it can lead to complications because people don't really know you for you. So they could be asking the wrong questions, they could be interested in the wrong information or content from you. So building slow is very important because it's more authentic with who's watching you. I'm at my mom's house, obviously, but she stays next to an airport, and I'm sorry if you've heard a million planes fly by. If I watched my video from 4 years ago, I would say, oh, this girl is just date hungry. Like, she just wants to go on a date, that's all. But it wasn't that. It was more so just the excitement of dressing up and going somewhere. But people wouldn't get that from watching that video because they know nothing about me. Grow slow, it's okay. Now there is gonna be a goal that you should probably reach when it comes to following, but it shouldn't be unrealistic. It should be like about, it depends on the person. It depends on the person, but don't say, okay, I'm gonna get 50,000 followers in a month. Now that is doable. Depending on how your engagement is looking prior to that, I would do something a little more reasonable, probably about like 5,000. Once you reach that and the duration of you reaching that, I would move up and possibly say 10,000. But if you are starting off with not a high engagement, not a high amount of followings, that is doable, but a little more reasonable would help you a lot. All right, I'm reading off the phone now. This is an investment. In this economy, I get there's no time to waste, real, but you lose your creativity when you start focusing on financially where you are in content creating. Also, I'd say this is an investment because you might have to buy items for brands you want to work with before scoring a collaborations. Paid or gifted, it's normal to not see funds for at least 2 months. This time should be used to show people why you, basically your first impression. So first and foremost, I think that when you are focusing on financial aspects, you lose your creativity. When you're getting paid on TikTok or YouTube or everything but Instagram, you're mostly getting paid once a month. A lot of people don't know that you get paid once a month, either the 15th of the month or YouTube is like the 21st of the month, meaning you have to be good with your money. You have to make one check, 1 month, stretch for the month. When it comes to working with brands don't pay you until about, it fluctuates from 1 to 3 months after that video is posted. So when someone posts a brand deal, they're most likely not getting paid till 30, 45, 60, 90 days after that video. So it's really important to be smart when it comes financially with becoming a content creator, because money is not just like weekly, bi-weekly paychecks. It's 1 month, and you got to make it stretch. Along with that, you are gonna have to buy a thing or two. Now, this doesn't always guarantee you a brand collaboration, but buying a brand's products and posting and tagging them, and just overall being very committed to that brand can lead you a sponsorship or brand deal with that brand. And I only say that because most of the times, if you are looking for brand deals, you just have to post your normal content and tag the brands, hashtag the brands. The brands will see it and they will reach out to you. Now, if they don't, the second way you can go about that is after posting the video, wait a little minute and then decide to reach out to the brand yourself. Just be like, hi, I'm interested in collaborating with you. I have posted a video pertaining to your product. I think I would be good for your brand. I love your brand, whatever, blah, 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 blah. So sometimes you are gonna have to buy the products first, meaning content creating is an investment. Just like brands are investing in you for paying you for their content that they don't know can do well or do bad. It is an investment that you are going to have to pay for some things when it comes to scoring certain deals. When you're not receiving your money, it is going to be like a fake it till you make it type of thing. Meaning your first impression, you might not be getting paid, but you still have to keep up with yourself in a manner that you're really good with content creating and that you are committed to this, showing people why they should choose you, why they should choose to watch you, why they should choose to work with you, why they should choose to be interested in you until you start getting paid. Now, once you start getting paid, it's gonna have to be money management thing, and it's gonna be a whole thing. If you want a number for what you should start charging brands, anywhere between $800 and $1,500. So if you are new to content creating, you should be charging that. Somewhere in between that, it kind of just depends on the brand and how much they're worth, to see what their budget is and if they can or cannot afford that. Now, the next point I want to touch is catch attention. How you decide to start off your videos will determine if we stay or go, meaning determine if we want to continue to watch the video, interact with it. I usually start my videos off with the hey, bad idea, this reason only works because of the people who already follow me, expect that. Again, I post for the people who follow me, meaning I kind of have a certain routine in my videos that I prefer to stick to. And although my most common said slogan, which is one word, but my most common said thing is started at the beginning of the video, most content creators end it with their video. So you start off with the 5 seconds of interesting sentences that people are interested in, and you end it with the slogan that your followers still want to hear every single video because that's just the routine that y'all have. That being said, if you plan on gaining new followers but yet still satisfying the followers who watch you, start off with something interesting at the beginning but have a slogan at the end that most people would love to hear you say constantly. My suggestion with what to say in the first 5 seconds is honestly going to be anything that you'll be doing in the video or anything you'll be talking about in the video. There is a new tactic that a lot of people are using to gain followers, which is like coming up with stories that have nothing to do with them. And it's a really smart idea, and I say you should try it possibly, meaning get ready with me while I tell you why my boyfriend cheated on me. Now, this person could possibly just be making the story off the top of their head, but it's juicy, it's entertaining. People are gonna sit there and want to watch it. They got the view, they got the money for it. Why not? But again, what comes with that is people invested in stories like that, and then you're gonna have to keep that lie going or be like, hey man, it was a lie. And usually after people say it was a lie, they lose all engagement. But they're still good storytellers. It's not as common to want to stick around because it's like, damn, you just lied to me like this. So there's different ways you can go about it. My personal preference or my favorite is just saying what you're doing or talking about in the video. Get ready with me while I tell you about why I don't like men. Cook this dinner with me as we discuss why you should make your own food because recalls are horrible. That's more than 5 seconds, but you get the point. Know what and what not to engage with. So we went over that already, basically meaning what you engage with is who you attract. Posting a video and having responses pertaining to only hate comments will attract more hate. It leaves a lot of room on your pages for debate, and I did want to talk about this because If you're constantly someone who is clapping back at someone who is hating online on the internet, it does cause a lot of debate on your content and on your page, because people are watching it and they're now picking sides of who's right, who's wrong, and it just leads to utter chaos. That's why I say, if you are going to argue with someone, just do a simple text comment, because it's less likely to be seen by thousands of people and to become more hate and more debate and more chaos and more negative energy that you don't need. Responding to compliments on your page or videos usually lead to more compliments, which is something you always want. Responding to questions and educating will lead to more questions about educating. Responding regarding your business will lead to people wanting to know more about your business. Well, my advice is to keep it cute, short, and positive. A lot of brands will try to cheap you out of content, meaning 5 of these type of videos, 5 Instagram posts, 5 Instagram story posts. If you are working with a smaller brand like that, keep it very limited to maybe 1 to 2 posts. Don't let them try to cheap you out of 10, because they will. I've been talking about TikTok a lot, but I'm going to try to help you understand each platform's strategy, okay? Although each platform shares common principles like prioritizing engaging content, each have their own unique algorithm. Content distribution is based off of specific features, users' behaviors, and content formats. Yes, it's a lot to remember, but it works. Refrain from editing one video in awe and sharing it across different platforms. Oh my gosh, I can't express this enough. It's common. I do it sometimes too, but if you are doing something and you're recording content for it and you plan on posting it on YouTube, TikTok, Instagram, whatever, make sure it fits that platform. So when I used to post my YouTube videos on TikTok, I would kind of just post the parts that are kind of a little more chaotic, a little more interesting, where people would have questions about. TikTok is the app where people wonder, meaning they wonder what's going on. They wonder how you feel. They wonder this, they wonder that. When I posted previews of my YouTube videos, I kind of made sure there was room for question in the TikToks of my YouTube videos, because that would bring people to my YouTube. If I just posted a random 30-second clip of the exact same video that I posted on YouTube, it probably won't do as good, because it doesn't leave much of any question in it. It wouldn't drive anyone to want to go to a whole different platform and watch you. So when you're posting videos for each platform, you have to make sure it fits that platform. Instagram is a little more aesthetically pleasing. It's better to post videos on there over a trendy sound or some popular music at the moment. Keep the clips very short, very fast-paced. When it comes to TikTok, it's good to have the trendy sounds over your videos, but most of the time, because of our attention spans are the size of a pea, it's more likely to do good if you're talking in TikToks. Voiceover, just randomly talking and clipping them together. Trendy sounds are okay on TikTok, but they're not as popular since a lot of the music was removed from TikTok. And because a lot of the music still gets taken down from TikTok, most of the videos I watch personally are people actually talking. I don't like TikToks where it's music or sound that I'm not interested in, because it will make me scroll. Whether it's a good TikTok or not, YouTube is pretty simple. So, YouTube shorts, keep it short, keep it trendy, keep it fast. They're all different, but it works, I promise. That kind of saves you a lot of time, because you recorded one video, but you're editing it 3 or 4 different ways, and it sounds like more work, but it's actually less, because you don't have to keep recording different videos, different styles. You can kind of just use the same video across all platforms. Does that make sense? I hope I'm making sense. I feel like I'm talking really fast and I'm not making sense, but I'm trying. I'm really trying. Try editing videos in the way that it fits clearly for YouTube, TikTok, Instagram. Please, 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 no watermarks ever, especially on different platforms. If you made a TikTok, do not save that TikTok and post it on Instagram and it says TikTok bye. Please don't. It's not bad. It's not bad, but it shows just a little bit of carelessness TikTok has a feature now where you can save the video before even posting it. Hold on, let's see if I can show you. Oh, it's video Seb. I miss her. All right, so you have the video before, and if you go down here to the little toolbar, they have a save option where you can save the video and it'll be watermark free. If you do want to share the same video across platforms, make sure it doesn't have the watermark and use that to save it before posting it on another app so it is watermark free. All right, I'm not gonna lie, I'm getting tired of talking, so we're gonna speed this up really quickly. What do I have to say? One of the key goals I say to growing your platform is building your audience. I can't express it enough that you really don't want the wrong audience, because it can make content creating very draining for you. And I think that content creating is something fun and a new experience that a lot of people should experience. But when you attract the wrong people, they can literally drain the life out of something you have enjoyed doing. Me personally, I have stumbled across that moment where I had found comfort in posting in an app every day for years and attracted the wrong audience somehow, some way, meaning I felt discomfort. And to this day, I still feel discomfort. I'm not as comfortable speaking to the camera like I used to be. I don't think I'm as bubbly as I used to be in front of the camera now. So keeping the right audience and attracting the right audience is very important. Also, another thing, if you are a private person but you would like to be online, make sure that the conversations that you have online are very, 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 very first level. First level means small talk, things that really don't matter at all. You can be in front of the camera and still be private. Choose what you want to talk about. So it can be something like what I'm doing for the day, what I plan on doing tomorrow, just very small talk, nothing too deep. I know it's very difficult to want to share your deep thoughts on the internet, but refrain from doing it. It saves you a lot. One thing that kind of makes content creating a little boring is when you always have to go on the internet debating, unless you study debate, you love debating. For me personally, I like just making content. I like making content. I like being in front of the camera. I like sharing certain aspects of my life with you. But I know that speaking on certain things will stir that into a different direction. It can stir up your words. It can just lead to, once again, chaos. Just because you post online does not mean you have to share everything. There are some moments that I wish I was recording camera. I wish that you guys could see, but at the end of the day, you can still have intimate moments with yourself and the people around you. The next thing I want to say is the quality of your content matters. A lot of people like watching clean backgrounds, beautiful natural lighting, or the perfect ring light lighting. That plays a part, because although that people are interested in the story or whatever you're speaking on at the moment, they are also needing to be pleased by the eyes. What they're seeing has to be pleasing to them for them to stay as well. My next tip is to have clean content. Clean, clear 4K content, good natural lighting. If it's darker, people are going to lose interest. I don't know why it happens, but it happens. If the video is blurry, people are going to lose interest. It's a lot to it, but it's pretty fair and simple. I record all my videos on an iPhone 14 Max. I edit all my videos on CapCut. I recommend using the back camera if you can navigate recording with the back camera. Make sure you always wipe your camera off before recording. Make sure you have the perfect angles. I know that, hold on. I don't know if it's just me, but I have on the grid on my iPhone, and I have on this little line which kind of tells you when it's perfectly straight. A lot of people are not going to watch a video if it's like this and you're doing an outfit of the day. So this line helps. It's in your settings on iPhone, and it helps you just make sure the video is straight. There's small things like that that you have to take into consideration when recording content, because again, at the end of the day, it will help you a lot with what people are satisfied with looking at. It's good to have a routine as well as far as posting. So maybe decide to post on the same day every week, or post the same style video every so often. I used to post a skincare get ready with me about midday, not every day, but maybe every other day, every other 2 days, or like get ready with me every single day. So people were kind of expecting that. When you have a routine with your followers, it helps you a lot, because they're expecting to get on the app and see you. If you kind of just like randomly post and people are not expecting it, it's not likely to do as good, because people aren't always on their phone, especially during certain seasons. School is back now. I know that the holidays is usually the hardest for content creators because a lot of people are spending time with their family and not actually on their phones watching videos, scrolling endlessly. So if you have a routine with posting, get your followers to know that. So it's kind of like, all right, yeah, I'm hanging with family, but oh, Kelsey's about to post a video right now. She always posts a video right now at this time. I'm gonna go tap in with that and then regroup with the family. Or they know at the end of their day when they're kind of decompressing that they have a video of you to watch. Posting randomly at odd times of the day, every post, or randomly not having that schedule, again, kind of will lead to low engagements, because the only way they'll find your videos if they're scrolling and it pops up on their timeline, or if they go to your page and look. And if it's not something that they expect, then they're most likely not gonna look. If you're recording a YouTube video and you would like that to be on TikTok, please record it in the 9:16 ratio going this way. When you're posting a YouTube video on TikTok, instead of doing it the landscape way like it is now, simply just crop it to 9:16. I know it's gonna miss a lot of this side of the video and a lot of this side of the video, but again, missing stuff and leaving people with question is what will lead someone to go to another app and watch you. If you're a content creator and you would like to work with people who do services, starting off getting your hair done and paying for it to get done, and or your nails or your makeup or your lashes or whatever the heck service you are interested in, start by paying for the service. It doesn't even have to be through this person, but start by paying through the service and recording your process. Make sure you always ask the person who is doing the service if they're comfortable with it, because sometimes they're not. After doing that, post the content about it, and for someone who you would like to reach out to, just say, hi, I have been recording content for my services I get done. I would like to collaborate with you and see if I could get like half off the service, free service. Now, this doesn't always work, because I have personally asked people of services, do they like working with people or influencers? And a lot of the time they say no, because they don't reach a high engagement. Like, they're doing their hair, but they're not reaching the bookings, they're not reaching the following. So it's kind of like a 50-50 with things like that. But if you genuinely think you have the influence to persuade someone to book an appointment or follow someone or engage with another person's account, service wise, it's not brand wise, I say start trying to reach out. Hairstylists or nail techs or anything like that, limit who they work with because of it, but it's worth a try. The most they can tell you is no. And sorry to bounce off topic right now, but we need to learn how to accept rejection. So that's a good start on learning how to be rejected and to be okay with it. A lot of people get rejected and they think it's the end of the world. It is sometimes. That's valid. I feel that way too. You are gonna get rejected, and that's okay. It builds character. It does. My phone is running out of storage, so I'm gonna have to go. But the last thing I want to say is content creating is a confidence thing. It's the way you carry yourself. It's the way you feel about yourself. That's what you are showing. You are showing the way you see yourself to other people and how you would like to be seen to other people. Do not come on the camera looking crazy if you don't want people to think you look crazy. Do not come on the camera doing X, Y, and Z if you don't want people to think that of you. Confidence is something that you can wear until you have it. So although you might not be confident, whether it's just being in front of the camera, recording in public, fake it till you make it, and you will get there one day. Before becoming a content creator, make a pros and cons list on why you should and shouldn't. Recently there's been an uproar on people and privacy, for people who are big on privacy wanting to become content creator, and it is possible. Don't let anyone tell you it's not, because it is. If you want to be private about some things, you can be. You do not have to address everything that people know about you on the internet, because that's not your interest. You have to remember as a content creator that you're in control of literally anything pertaining yourself. And although you might feel like the people who follow you can get in control, at the end of the day, it's what you post and what you don't post, what you share and what you don't share. And although they might be mindlessly wondering about whatever you're doing or whatever the case is, the content is in your hands, okay? Try not to overshare, not for any reason other than there are some things that still need to be intimate and private. it's just to keep your peace of mind. If you are an open book on the internet, it will get draining fast because everyone knows everything about you, and there's no fun in that. Content creating is a hobby in a way. It's something that you have to genuinely be interested in sharing. Content creating is a form of creativity, and you have to be very creative with how you share things. Well, standing out is the goal, but I would go on a rant about standing out, but it's kind of difficult to stand out nowadays because when someone sees a video that is doing well, it's kind of simple and easy to replicate that video because it's doing well, and then it becomes like a trend and everything. So it's always good to stand out, but I feel like it's a lot harder now because of the replication we get with anything we see successful. I think that might be all I have to say. At the end of the day, you can treat it like a job, but don't look at it at the beginning as a job. Look at it as for fun. That's it. If you have any questions, let me know and I'll try to get to them. Another time, I tried to think of absolutely everything that I either wrote or just thinking of at the moment as I'm speaking. Hopefully I helped you out just a little bit. That's my goal. Whether it just was 1 fact or 10 facts, I hope you learned something and you can apply it to yourself and you can grow blissfully and we can all be content creators and make it to the brand trips and yeah. All right, I'm about to go eat. My phone's on 10%. I'm out of storage. I have to edit this video before Ye comes back today. So good luck with your journey. Stay confident, and it's your world and we're just living in it. Love you. Love you. Bye.